What is GhostRider? GhostRider is a wooden roller coaster located at Knott's Berry Farm in California, USA. But the ride you see today wasn't the attraction that opened all of those years ago. If we travel back over 20 years, you'll have found a very familiar, yet strangely different roller coaster, but we'll get to that part. Towards the end of the 90s, the owners of the park, the Knott family, were looking to install their next big thing. They wanted something that would rival the attractions at nearby parks, an attraction that was unique within the area. Opting to work with wooden roller coaster manufacturer Custom Coasters International, the team began producing a classic CCI ride. Not only was this set to be a long one, the Knott's family also wanted to invest within its design. They set about producing a theme that fit snugly into the ghost town section of the park. A few years later, and 6 months ahead of schedule, GhostRider finally saw its debut on the 8th of December 1998. Though, by the time it did open, the park was under new management. Knott's Berry Farm was sold to the Cedar Fair Entertainment Company in 1997, making GhostRider the last ride in the park created by the Knott's family themselves. This can be seen through the theme and details within the attraction, which begins with guests walking up to the ride's entrance. Here, they see the beginning of a dark mineshaft with the roller coaster's name engraved into the rocks above. After traversing briefly through the mine, guests enter a barren landscape littered with rocks, shrubbery and several wooden structures. At this point, they enter the mining house, which eventually leads to the station platform. Back in the day, riders would board either a gold, silver or copper train, each representing a different precious mined metal. The trains themselves were manufactured by PTC, the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, and each featured 7 cars seating riders in 3 rows of 2. This led to a total of 28 guests per train. Upon debut, GhostRider received fantastic feedback. Many loved the quick and chaotic ride experience, often ranking it as one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world. Though, similar to many wooden rides built by CCI, the experience deteriorated over time. The track was no longer as smooth, leading to guest satisfaction of the attraction falling rapidly. This process was accelerated unintentionally by maintenance adding additional steel supports to the attraction's structure. Towards the end of its original life, the trains even used to stop completely on the mid-course brake run, reducing the speed at which guests navigated the second half of the layout in the hopes it would improve comfort and the longevity of the ride. With the park's 75th anniversary on the horizon, Knott's decided that something had to be done. Because GhostRider was such an integral part of the park's history, they assured fans it would not be removed but renovated with the aim of restoring its former glory. Throughout this process, Knott's Berry Farm considered bids from various roller coaster manufacturers, including Rocky Mountain Construction, a company known for modernizing older wooden attractions. Though, in the end, the park decided to have Great Coasters International (GCI) upgrade the ride with the intention of maintaining its traditional wooden coaster feel. Not only was this said to best fit the ghost town theme of the surrounding area, but also meant it would continue to be considered a family ride. GhostRider officially closed to the public on the 8th of September 2015, ready for its complete overhaul. During the course of the next 10 months, the entire ride, excluding the brake run and lift hill, was retracked. Some of the layout also saw reprofiling adjustments to improve transitions and enhance the attraction's flow. In the end, about 40% of the track was reprofiled, most of which took place within the heart of the ride. On top of this, brand new Millennium Flyer trains made by GCI themselves were added to the coaster, replacing the older PTC trains. These have been specifically designed to increase rider comfort and reduce the wear and tear on the track. All of these changes led to GhostRider's second debut in June of 2016 being a huge success, and when looking at the ride's layout, it's easy to understand why. Today, guests board one of the new trains, each of which feature 12 cars, seating guests in a single row of 2. This leads to a total of 24 riders per train. At this point, they leave the station building, undergoing a large right-hand turn straight into the base of the lift hill. Visitors climb 36 meters high before cresting the 33-meter drop. Here, The trains plummet towards the ground at the maximum vertical angle of 71 degrees through a long tunnel. Interestingly, this tunnel was built shortly after the original debut of the ride due to noise complaints by nearby neighbours. At the bottom of the first drop, riders bank left and reach the maximum speed of 90 km per hour. This is immediately followed by the attraction's first large airtime hill over a nearby road. Once they've dived back towards the ground, the trains climb a second hill, completing a beyond 180-degree turn in the process. Guests then traverse another large drop, climb into a long sweeping right-hand turn, and fall towards the ground once more. Here, visitors rise up and over the ride's lift hill before completing a second, flat beyond 180-degree turn. After passing through the mid-course brake run, the trains plummet down another drop. They then snap to the left, completing a left-hand turn followed by another airtime hill. A long right-hand turn later, guests traverse two back-to-back airtime hills straight into a 450-degree downward helix. The ride comes to an end with one more airtime hill, leading visitors into the final brake run. During the entire experience, guests navigate a total of 1,382 meters of track in approximately 82 seconds of actual ride time. Despite its relatively traditional wooden coaster layout, opinions of GhostRider are overwhelmingly positive. Many enjoy the now smooth ride, often quoting its unrelenting speed and long ride time. It's fantastic that Knott's Berry Farm maintained the ride's heritage by completely revamping the entire attraction. However, this doesn't stop us thinking about what could have been. Would you have liked to have seen something different replace GhostRider back in 2016? Let us know in the comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.